Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 937 The Ticket. Got to give a big shout out to Empire Fencing out in Waverly, Nebraska, man. Matt Warner, you guys out there still doing big things, and really, really proud of what you guys are doing. You're constantly growing and being productive and doing it all with a positive mental attitude. That's huge. You know, I got a new idea I've been running through my head about, it's called Tips for Happiness. Now keep in mind now, if I can remember, I'm going to try to do one at least to start every show. My tip for happiness for this week is, man, let everybody be who they are, regardless of whether you understand it or not. If you're anything like me, you probably need an 8-day week and a 30-hour day for yourself. So whatever makes you happy, I suggest you get real motivated doing a whole bunch of that. So that's my tip for the week on being happy. I'm going to try to remind myself to do one every week, start the show off. And the reason why this is so important to me is I've realized something here. Everybody don't want to be happy. That was hard for me to wrap my head around, because I don't understand why you wouldn't want to be happy. But I guess there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of adversity, and there's a lot of negativity getting a lot of coverage. So I can see where that could influence some people. But see, I genuinely love to be happy. And sometimes to be happy, you have to do things that don't make sense to nobody but you. So that's why we got the tip of the week. This is what we're going to call it. Tip of the week. Start the week off. Being positive, having a positive mental attitude is different for everybody. What works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. And you got to be okay with that. You know, I asked my little brother to be on the show tonight because we have a lot of conversations in private, but I'd like to talk about some of the things that we talk about. But we got to keep it rated G now. Got to keep it G rated, but no, on a serious note, my little brother looks for reasons to be happy, just like I do. And I encourage him and he encourages me. And that's important. You know, when you find somebody that's encouraging you to find positive ways to look at things, you got to kind of hold on to that. So I'm going to bring him in, and then we're just going to kick it off and start talking about whatever. Welcome to the show, Michael Hunter.
Man, much love. Appreciate you, big bro, for having me.
Well, man, before we get started, we got to give a shout out to your uncle.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Butch, man.
Hey, Black.
I'm glad to see that you okay. I was really grateful to get a chance to speak with you on the phone. And anytime you have a scare, health scare, that, you know, you end up in the hospital for a couple of days. And he's still in there.
Yeah, he's still in there. You know what I'm saying? He back to us.
Being Butch,
you know what I'm saying? He back doing what he do. You know, it's one of those things. 2026 ain't been shy, you know.
Right.
On both sides, your side, my side.
Yeah.
You know, but the crazy thing about it is our sides are connected. So it's like,
yeah.
You know, when things affect you, they affect me and vice versa.
Absolutely.
So, you know, 2026, you know, I think the count is at 8 already.
Yeah.
You know, we done lost 8 people.
Yeah.
And, you know, in 2026, you know, and it's one of those things, man, to piggyback off what you started off the show with, you know, just being happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't never know when our number is called. You know, we ain't got time to be just sitting around, being upset at how somebody living their life or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You
Right.
know, we gotta we gotta do what we do. And like you said, if people don't agree with it, they don't agree with it.
Yeah, and that's fine. And like I said too, Mike, you're right. I lost a really close friend, and it affected me.
Right.
I mean, when you talk to someone every morning for 16 and a half years, and all of a sudden now you're waking up and that's not an option.
Right.
It's taking a toll on me. And speaking of that, I've had to do what I had to do a reset.
Right.
And a reset, let me explain that. A reset, in my definition, is basically just shut everything down for a while.
Yeah.
Not having phone conversations, not doing social media, just doing a reset.
And sometimes, you need that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes you need it. And once again, people ain't got to understand it, since, especially now, since social media is a big part of everybody's life right now.
Right.
And people feel like they can't go a day without being on social media or something like that. But I mean, if you, experienced something in your life that makes you want to take that shift or made you want to take that reset, then I'd say do. If it's staying off social media or whatever, I say do it, because if that's going to keep you stress free or whatever, do it. Because I know, like, shout out to my fraternity brother, John Goodwin. I know he just, sent his father-in-law home yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before Friday.
Sorry for your
Friday,
loss,
I think.
John.
Yeah. The whole Jackson family, great man. First, he was the first person who cut my son's hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they was an age or whatever, so a big pillar in the community, that'd be, truly missed. But it's one of them things that, John always take time to, John fasts a lot. And I always give him, grief about it or whatever the case may be, joking around with him. But that's how he resets.
Yeah.
He fasts and he makes sure that, his body is what he needed to be to do the things that he need to do to, to conversate with the people he need to conversate with to, to function.
Yeah.
And so, by you staying off social media or taking a break from social media to do your reset, do it.
Well, see, and a big part of my thing is this, man. And a lot of people may not even believe what I'm about to say, but really and truly, I'm a loner.
Right. No, I believe you.
Yeah,
I mean, I see it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm a loner, man. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I love to laugh and joke and have fun, but I'm a loner.
Yeah.
That just knows a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Because one, like you always say too, you ain't got time to be worrying about what somebody else is thinking.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not psychic.
Yeah. And the easiest way to do that is, stay by yourself.
Right. And I'm by myself a lot.
Right.
But that's by design. And that's how I maintain.
Right.
Right. That's how I can be happy.
Exactly.
Because sometimes when you have things in your life that don't make you happy for whatever reason, it creates negativity
and stress.
And I'm allergic to that.
Yeah.
And I give a lot of credit to my time when things weren't good for me.
Right.
I'm speaking of all the incarcerations and treatment centers I've had to. I mean, I made some really bad choices that forced me to be in situations I didn't want to be in.
Right.
So the fact that I've got over 16 years clean and sober living and is able to live how I want to live, I really don't care if anybody doesn't like how I live.
Right. And I mean, in those experiences that you went through, I mean, at the time, you never knew they was preparing you for this time, for this chapter,
right?
To giving you the well-being to be able to be okay by yourself, or be able to, maneuver how you maneuver, or whatever the case may be. So there's always if you, I mean, I believe it, but other people may not.
Yeah.
There's always a message to the madness that we never know, but
Right.
when it's time for it to be revealed, whether who you ever believe in or pray to or whatever, they'll reveal it for you.
Correct.
So,
and I think it's really important that we respect everybody's space.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking anyone that has a different way of resetting. Some people may reset by social media.
Right.
And
Right.
and if that's the case, hey, get your social media on.
Yeah.
I want everyone to be as productive as they can, because at the end of the day, like I said at the beginning of the show, being happy for me is the goal.
Right.
I mean, now when I say being happy is the goal, I don't mean everything is perfect.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that I wish were different, but to me, happiness is a great foundation for me to go forward.
Right.
And I try my best on a day-to-day basis. I put a lot of effort in that. And if being alone and being by myself and not communicate, I mean, I haven't did much talking on the phone or anything.
Right.
I mean, it's just, this is what I need to do. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, I'm not, I'm not mad at nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that.
They can do what they do.
Yeah. I mean, but this is what I need to do. And if people can understand that, then great. But if they can't, I understand that too.
Right. Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. I mean, like you say, you're not asking everybody to understand,
Well, here's the thing, Mike. When it comes to understanding stuff, there's a lot of things that I don't understand.
Right.
And I don't see people just going out of their way to make sure that I'm comfortable with
understanding it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
absolutely.
If I can be respectful about not understanding things, I would like to think that they could do the same.
Absolutely.
But if they can't, then it is what it is.
Well, like we always say, you can give me 50 feet.
Yeah, and hair up.
Yeah. If you don't, matter of fact, we'll help you out. We'll double it up and give you 100.
Yeah, and we'll do it RAT. Right now, not right.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. So I mean, but life is too short, man.
Right.
I mean, it's just, I've come to the realization of that too. And I mean, like with this year or whatever the case may be, with everything that has happened, I've come to the realization that my cutoff game is stronger than ever now.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's like, it was strong before, you know what I'm saying? It was
Right,
strong. I mean, like I know, it was strong at the beginning, but now it got a little brother.
It's been in the gym.
Yeah. He got a little brother. And so I'm not here to waste my time. I'm not here to please nobody. And I'm sure not here to deal with nonsense. So I'll just get out your way or whatever the case may be, because it's like, it's too much. It's too much that doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? In my life, that especially this year alone, just I just get out your way, man.
Yeah. Well, you said it best a while ago when you said it's only February.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's only the second month of the year.
Second month of the year.
Yeah, and so much has happened.
Yeah.
And and that's that kind of leads me to say this as well. That's why a lot of the things that don't make sense to me, I avoid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not disrespectful. It's respectful. Because if you don't understand something, you can talk to a person for an hour.
Right.
And when you hang the phone up or whatever, they're going to think what they want to think.
Regardless of what you say.
Anyway.
Regardless of what you say.
So, I mean, I try to be as focused as I can on being positive.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, stress is not my friend.
Man.
Adversity is not my friend. I have a lot of things that I understand that are not good for me.
Right. I mean, like I said, I always, everybody didn't like Jesus Christ. I mean,
right.
So, I mean, I'm sure you're not feeling like everything I do. I mean,
yeah.
So it's just like, I like I said, I just stay out your way. You stay out of my way. You do what you do over there. I do what I do over here. Cause 2026 is
It's off to a
it's
very
off to
unique
a very
start.
unique start. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're trying to keep this thing real G-rated.
Right.
But
you know what I mean?
bottom line is, on a serious note, the key is happiness.
Absolutely.
Whatever that looks like
Whatever
for you.
it look like to you.
Yeah, whatever that is. I don't care if going for a walk is what makes you happy, or working out, or whatever you do. You know, that do more of that.
Absolutely.
Because you're right, life is short and it's unpredictable. I know for a fact my life didn't come with a contract.
Only contract they do come with is what's gonna happen at the end.
Yeah, nobody gets out of this thing alive.
Yeah, out there right at the bottom of it, it don't say forever.
Yeah, exactly. So. You know, and I thought about this too. I always want to be able to say that for the time that I do have, I just want it to be good.
Right.
The best I can
the
make.
Best you can be. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
I don't want to waste days walking around like I ate something that didn't taste good.
Right. Right.
You know, I don't want to do that. I mean, I know people do it, and that's fine. That's their choice. But usually when I see that, I usually try to get away from it because it has nothing to do with me. It's probably something that happened before. It happened when I wasn't even around.
Yeah, but if you insert yourself in that environment, it's gonna come out the way like you did it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like,
and then a lot of times that can be flipped over on you as and they become the victim
automatically. 110%. You know, so because So I mean, like I said though, that's why I choose. You know, I would just choose to stay away from because it's going. If I don't, it's going. Whatever happened to make me feel whatever to make me feel, if I don't get out the way, it's gonna be irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
By the time that I respond or whatever, it's gonna be irrelevant. So I just make sure that
just respect people enough to give them space. To be however they want to be. But that's important to. I mean, and I think it's very important going forward because I see a lot of the stuff that goes on in our society, and it seems like it's been going on for quite a while, and it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. It seems to be picking up. So,
I just look, with all the stuff that doesn't happen or whatever, I just look at it as like I'm in a quarter of my life where, I'm being tested. You know what I mean? Like, and I thought, when in 2007 when I lost my mom's, I thought that was my test, which was a I don't know if I passed that test or not, but I think this quarter of my life, you know what I'm saying, with everything going on, it's a test to let to open up my eyes for whatever that's in my life before all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever was cloudy, whatever was I wasn't paying attention to. Now it's like, okay, focus. Focus on the things that that needs to be done. Focus on whatever it is to make sure it's better than what it was when you got there.
Right.
So I'm trying to leave everything that I touch a little bit better or whatever. So I mean, we'll see.
Well, Mike, when I count my blessings, they tend to outweigh everything else.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I look at things that a lot of people take for granted.
Right.
I don't take anything for granted.
Right.
I mean, I appreciate everything. And what I mean, one of the things I appreciate the most is peace of mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, if you don't have peace of mind, man, it seems like you're starting off kind of.
Yeah, you bet you doing a Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you moonwalking.
Yeah, you doing a Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you're looking forward, but you're going back.
Absolutely.
But
one thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't want now. I know we breaking it down, but by no means take this as a weakness, or don't let them plant it on neither me nor you, because We ain't no punks. Now I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that off the top. We might want to clear that out of the water right now. Yeah, we talking about whatever we talking about, but you know, don't. It ain't kryptonite.
No,
you know what I mean. So don't. You know. So I mean, yeah. So don't.
And see, I'm gonna try to say this. I'm gonna try to piggyback that in a nice way.
Yeah, well, that's the nicest way I could.
Yeah. And I know where you're going with this. So I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna word it like this. I love being happy. I really do. But there's another side that can be provoked. Yeah. You know, and that's not the side I want provoked.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm not a tough guy. Yeah. I don't even want to be a tough guy. Nah. But don't play with me like that. You know what I mean? Right. Don't do that. Because first of all, I'm not gonna do it to you.
That part. That part.
I'm over here laughing and joking. Yeah. Then you over here with your jaws swole. Yeah,
you might want to start chuckling with me.
Yeah. Or either give me 50 feet.
Double it up.
Yeah, double it up or something. Because I agree. Even though I know you put a lot of effort in being happy, because I do the same.
Yeah.
And I can recognize it in other people that are trying.
Right.
But on the same note, I think what you're saying is don't take that.
As a weakness. Don't take it as a weakness.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because what's the old saying? They tried to kick me out of school because I wouldn't go to recess. I don't play like that. But
I ain't. Yeah. So.
But no, I think it's smart to try to stay positive.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that way, when negativity arises, you have a chance. To walk away.
And I try to see the positive in everybody. You know what I mean? You know, I try to, you know, give everybody a shot. But once again, like Maya Angelou said, people show you who they are. You got to believe them.
Oh man, the first time.
Yeah.
So, I got that. One of them Ricky is fool me once, shame on you.
Oh yeah.
Fool me twice, that's on me.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I don't get too many shame on me's. I don't get too many, because I told my cutoff game is I just won't deal with you. Like if I have to deal with you in whatever setting, I'll deal with you in that setting. But far as that, there's no side communications.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, hey, let's go to lunch. Hey, there ain't none of that. So I mean,
well, you know, I know people have bad days.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's, you know, that I'm not naive.
Yeah,
I'm not naive, but you know, if you're having a bad day, I'm just probably not the right person to take it out on.
Right.
Because I'm over here trying to figure out a way to laugh.
Right.
And be happy.
I'd rather for you just say, oh, man, you know what, not today, man. I'm having a bad day.
I'm having a bad day.
Like, cool, you know what I'm saying?
Like, man, I get it.
I can do to help you. I mean, you know.
I get it. I totally get it. But you know, the one thing I will say is this, though. I think this show tonight is based on positive mental attitude.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what we want to try to do, but we also understand that that's a challenge.
Yeah, I know it is, especially with everything going on today, man. Everybody got different beliefs. Everybody got different, political beliefs or whatever the case may be. I don't care. Either way it go, long as it ain't at my doorstep. I don't, so you can believe and feel however you want to feel about whomever you want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? But long as you do the number one rule in life to me, that's respect me, because I ain't,
But I'm going to respect them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to disrespect you. So, we work hard at doing what it is that we do. And I mean, we can come together and try to make something happen for the community and do things for the youth here to make sure that they, stay on a positive roadmap to get them to wherever it is they trying to go.
Right.
Because there's too many misled youth as well,
man. Speaking of that, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and get back on that subject. Don't y'all go anywhere. It's 93.7 The Ticket. It's to get you happy on out.
Again, that's 5 to 8 p.m. this Friday, February 6th, for a live broadcast of Culture and Coffee from 5 to 7 p.m. and a Vintage Market Plus skate experience hosted by the Bowie Boys from 7 to 8 p.m. This is a party you won't want to miss. Again, that's 5 to 8 p.m.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OakStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
Oak Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day, because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, and we're back. Man, that was a very, very interesting segment we just did, Mike. I think it's necessary for people to have these type of conversations and try to have them in a professional manner. You know, it doesn't have to be a bunch of raising of voices or a bunch of profanity, or, you know, it's just conversation.
Right.
You know, and not everybody needs to understand or agree with you. That's the part I think that's most important, because we're all individuals, and that means we're all different.
Right.
And to me, just to me, the fact that we are individuals, I think everyone deserves respect.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's just kind of the way I see it. You know, it's like, I know we were joking right there toward the end of the segment about, you know, don't mistake the kindness for weakness.
Mm-hmm.
That's important, because, you know, nobody, I know for a fact, I can speak for both of us on this because we've had this conversation before. Neither one of us wants any trouble.
Oh, no.
We don't. I know for a fact we don't look for it, but we're not running from it either if it comes to that. And that's why I feel like if a person gets mad at me for laughing, then you know what?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I genuinely like to laugh, because laughing is like medicine.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel good on the inside, you know.
Bush call it sick humor.
I just think, you know, anybody that's laughing, it's hard to be mad while you're laughing.
I mean,
that's just my opinion. But anyway, Mike, I wanna ask you something, man. I got the pleasure of going to your sons. They had a little program at Northeast High School.
Oh, yeah, on signing day, yeah.
Yeah, signing day. Man, I was real honored to be able to see that. And tell us a little bit about what little Mike, well, I call him Little Mike, Little Mikey.
Yeah.
What's that journey been like for you, man?
Oh, man, it's been a long one, but it's been a short one, you know, if that makes sense. I'm very proud of him. He's overcome so many obstacles within, with the love of this game. His youth years, he battled, working out in the snow, rain, no matter what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen him out there in some extreme heat.
Yeah,
too.
heat. Yeah, he's been grinding ever since he was 5 years old. Doing things that maybe they do, maybe I don't know, but I'm just gonna say, doing things that other kids his age wasn't doing.
Yeah, well, a lot of times I can attest to that. It was just you and him,
right?
You know what I mean? I mean, there were some other kids that had the opportunity if they wanted to,
right?
But for whatever reason, especially when y'all would work out at Northeast, man, I would see y'all out there, man, with parachutes.
Right. He was a young, was and still is a go-getter,
Yeah.
And he was blessed to, to be able to work out with some of the best in the game. Speaking of that, one of his buddies is playing in the Super Bowl right now, Rashid,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's just one of those things, but his journey's been challenging. There's been, jealousy, there's been hate, there's been, a lot of different things that he's had to overcome, but he took it on the chin and did it. and for whatever reason, those challenges was, or barriers was put in place for him. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
He still he persevered, and he was able to do what he do to to be able to play at the next level. He had, I was blessed to say he had offers from every single level, D1 to JUCO, and so he chose, to go to JUCO route, he said everything else didn't feel, and so he said that I'm just going to bet on myself. I said, well, that makes two of us then, we've been doing it this whole time. So let's just keep grinding, and, whatever comes after JUCO, it comes. But, he didn't feel comfortable with any other schools that came to recruit him or whatever. So
tell everybody what's the name of the JUCO he's going to?
He's going to Snow out there in Utah.
Okay.
And so yeah, so it's been like I said, it's been a journey, but he's a battler, man. And then, like I said, his freshman year going in, find out he had a thing with his toes called sesamoiditis. You guys can look it up, but yeah, where his sesamoid bones on his two big toes, basically he got two fractured toes. So he played playing and played all through high school with two fractured toes, and that can't be fixed. So then senior year, find out that he had a chip bone in his knee, couldn't have surgery because he would have had to sit out, his senior year. So he played the whole senior year with a broken bone in his knee. Just had surgery on Christmas Eve. That was on, I think Christmas Eve was on a Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. He had a surgery. He was at PT on Friday. You know what I mean?
Trying to get back on the ground.
Trying to get back, so now he's back, we was up at 6:30 Saturday morning out there running routes already. So so he's bouncing back, man.
The one thing I think I admire, well, there's a lot of things I admire about him, but the one thing is his maturity level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand it because, he's been this way ever since he was 9 years. 8, had a determination since 5, but his mental really kicked in when he started training with like Tyreek Hill and all of those guys, Stanley Morgan, DeMarne Pearson, all those guys. So, his maturity level really, started developing then. And I remember another one of my big brothers, Keith Williams, that trains him. He's
Coach Dub.
Yeah, Coach Dub. He the wide receiver coach for the Saints. He told me a long time ago. He said, Mike ain't gonna be his mental won't be like everybody else when he get around his friends or whatever. And I saw it. And so like the crazy thing, I think it was his like sophomore year. He was like, Dad, you realize I ain't got really no friends at my age.
Yeah.
I was like, that's good.
Right.
And then he was studying playbooks with Tommy Armstrong when he was, in the 7th, 8th grade, going over defenses, reading defenses and all that kind of stuff. So he came in the game, knowing everything that he could possibly know. I tried to get him ready so there can be no excuse that he wasn't on the field.
Right. Right.
So
and he had a chance to work with Zoe too.
Yeah,
Lonzo
Moore. Yeah, absolutely. And those guys actually came in and was able to coach him his freshman and sophomore year over at North Star. So he was blessed to have them guys still in his corner. So yeah, it's so like I said, it's been a challenge, but it's one of those things that they'll read about it, you know what I mean? God willing, and he keep doing what he doing. He'll make his way.
I'm very excited about his future, man, because when you were sharing with me the other day about Coach Dixon putting him in a group chat with all the receivers at the college he's going to.
Yeah.
And sounds like there's there's at least one or two guys that are just like him.
Right. And the truth be told, that's all he's ever wanted. You know what I mean? He just wanted to be around people who love doing what he's doing, but it's a lot of people, it's a lot of these youth that's playing the game now. They're playing just to play.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but he was always brought up, you work hard during the week, you can cash a check at the end of the week.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he take that mindset with everything, and not with just football. I mean, it's education. I mean, he was
and that's what I was going to get to next, man.
know,
I mean, this guy has never had problems with grades.
Never.
Nah. I mean,
because I've been roll every year that he was in high school, graduated early. He's actually due to his knee surgery, he's taking online classes at Snow right now. So he's just waiting to leave. So we'll be leaving in like 2 weeks. We'll fly out there and
so he'll be able to participate in spring ball.
Yeah, that's what he's getting ready for now.
Wow, that's big.
So,
I mean, just the fact that he graduated early and he's been an honor roll student. I mean, athletes, honor roll student. I mean, that's not.
Yeah, that's like oil and water.
Yeah, I mean that you either be a great athlete, but you can't pass class,
right?
Or vice versa,
right?
You're really good in the classroom, but you can't.
And the crazy thing about it is, like, I can't speak for every class, but I know in this class of 2026 is graduating in May, there's a lot of athletes who are just amazingly smart, that played on the gridiron, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so they really took, school seriously, and we seen that mind frame when they were all little.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these kids played together. A lot of these kids played against each other ever since they was 5-6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, so he just, and I always told him, you know what I mean? This is this is the most important thing. And before we even got on this journey, I just, my conversation with him was, we going to go 110, we going to go 110. And he looked at me and said, this is what he wanted to do. So, that's what, that's.
Well, I just think it's real big that you have been there every step of the way, supporting him and pushing him and encouraging him. I mean, Coach Dub and myself and a bunch of other people, Tommy Armstrong and Lonzo Moore. I mean, the list goes on
and on.
Yes, it's
like I said, this dude probably got more NFL contacts in his phone than some NFL players.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
I mean, it's just to me, it would be an honor to even know these people. Let's be able to respond to them, and they respond back.
Right.
That to me. But you know what? It's really special that he was able to get out there and work out with them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because he got a chance to see firsthand. That's the experience that you can't buy.
Nah.
I mean, to work out with Tyreek Hill. Come on, man.
Right.
I mean, you in middle school.
Right. I mean, he's been to his house. He's, everything,
Well,
so
that's what I'm saying. That those experiences are priceless.
Right.
Because he can build on that.
Oh, absolutely.
And once he achieves stuff, it won't be as big of a deal to him.
Right.
As it would be to the average kid that has met a Tyreek.
Right. And one of the things that I'm most proud of is that, his strive and his dedication to school, that's something that he's now, passed down to his younger brother, my other son, Drew. Drew's on the honor roll. He's a sophomore at Northeast as well. He's on the honor roll.
Big shout out to Drew.
Yeah. So, and I'm very proud of him for doing the things that he's been doing and overcoming, some adversity and things of that nature as well when it comes to the classroom. But he's one of those kids that don't give up. I mean, he got a, beautiful head on his shoulder, bright future. I mean, he can do everything that he ever wanted to do as well. So, but, Drew, he's a mind, he's a character, but he ain't playing no sports. So, and so, but nah, so Drew, he's doing his thing in the classroom too.
Well, like I said, Mike, I just want to give you your props too.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of times we're quick to acknowledge when the father is not available.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? But I know for a fact what I've witnessed. You know, I've I've ridden in the car to St. Louis to
Right.
camps with
Right.
you know.
And the thing about it is, I've always told myself, you know, there's times that I don't feel like, you know, there were times where, like, I didn't feel like doing it or whatever, but it was like, how would I feel if he didn't feel like doing it? And I was like, son, come. If I was like pushing and pushing and pushing, if I was one of those dads, but I've never been that dad. You know, everything that he's done, he's wanted to do. Like
Yeah.
I would come home from conferences or whatever, from traveling, and he'll be on the couch. He'll know when I'm coming home, if it's during the day or whatever, you know, that morning, he'll be on the couch waiting with his workout stuff on and like, Dad, we're going to go run routes. We're going to go do this. You know, I'll be like, man, I just got off the plane. I want to, you know, I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's like, I mean, because that's what he's been waiting for, you know, before, you know, everything else. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. So, you know, there was times where, and I told him, I said, bro, it's going to come a day where, you know, this game you can't cheat it.
Right.
And he's always known that you can't cheat it. So he works hard. He really does.
Well, look, we're gonna take one more break and we're gonna come back, man, to wrap the show. But don't y'all go anywhere. It's 93.7 The Ticket to get you happy on out.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Man, I gotta be real honest with you, man. I'm really, really proud of you, Lil Mike, Drew, and all the people that has poured into them, man. I mean, I can't say thank you enough, Coach Dub.
Absolutely.
I mean, guys like that, man, taking time, valuable time out of their schedule to try and help others. See, helping others is a real big thing for me. You know, I think we need more of that, because to me it looks like we're lacking in that department as a society. We just seem like everybody's about me.
Everybody got something more important to do.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, everybody's looking out for number one, which, you know, I'm not knocking that, but, you know, if you can help someone else, like, you know, I just think it's important to try to help when you can.
Right.
I mean, I know you still got to make a life for yourself. I get that. Not naive, but I just think it's important if you can pour into someone else. Matt Warner, matter of fact, out in Waverly, Nebraska, that Empire Fencing, they talk a lot about pouring into their employees. I like that concept.
Oh yeah, and you know, keep it short, but that's what John does at the Malone too.
Yeah,
he pours. I mean, you know, big shout out to the whole Malone family. You know,
big shout out to the Malone family. You guys getting ready to open up a big thing, man.
Big shout out to the whole Malone family, man. I love each and every last one of y'all, man, for sure.
Y'all just keep doing big things, and I gotta come over and get me a real tour, because I got the virtual tour, but I want to, when y'all open up, I'm definitely going to come through. So tell John, I'm going to throw them fingers up, but don't ask me no questions. I'm going to come through. I'm going to come through like I'm a frat, but don't ask me no questions. But no, on a serious note, man, just really, really excited about everything that you guys got going on with the Malone, and excited about where y'all are headed.
Right.
You know, and I mean, that took a lot of work to get that project from where it was to where it's getting ready to be.
Absolutely.
So big shout out to everybody at the Malone, man, for doing what you're doing, and just know that it's being noticed, even though people probably ain't giving you your props. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. That's all right. You're being noticed, and I'm definitely going to acknowledge you. You know, and Mike, something else I was thinking too, man, is there anybody else you want to shout out? I got to give a shout out to your Uncle Butch, man.
Oh yeah, big time.
And your brother
time.
Chuck.
Big time.
And Tay.
Yeah. Reggie. Seattle, yeah, big time. Nah, I mean, you know, just big shout out to my two nephews that's out there in Seattle as well, that's doing their thing. One, Braden Smith, point guard for Gonzaga, and Bryce Smith, he's a DB for Eastern Washington. So, you know, they doing their thing. Braden will be graduating this year as well. So just big shout out to them, man, and keep doing what you're doing. I mean, everybody who got me and my son where we are up until this point, you know, big shout out, you know, to them too. You know, exclude, you know, a few, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But big shout out to everybody that's out there, man, for sure.
Well, you know, I want to give a shout out to everybody that supports the show too, because to me, this show is about trying to be as honest with people as we can about
absolutely
about things that a lot of people don't want to talk about.
Yeah, they lucky it ain't a podcast, because I'm telling you, I would have went.
Oh yeah, well,
I I would have gave him to him.
Yeah, no, we're gonna let him make it.
Yeah.
We're gonna let him make it today. But I would say this, man. Just
big
keep in
shout
mind
out.
that this show is all about being as positive as we can. Positive mental attitude is kind of what I try to base it on, but I try to base it on reality as well.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't look at it from a realistic standpoint, I think that a lot of times things can be overlooked,
right?
Which can lead to adversity and negativity.
Right.
So, like I said, we're living in some very difficult times. A lot of things are out of our control, but hate on people and wishing others bad, whether you like them or not, is really not going to benefit you.
No way.
Yeah. So I would rather wish them well, pray for them,
stay out their way,
and give them 50 feet.
For real.
Real simple. Well, Mike, I got to ask my final question that I ask everybody every week. When Michael Hunter do get some free time, which I know for a fact is very rare, how does Michael Hunter get his happy on?
Oh, man. I just chill with my new addition of the family, my granddaughter, man. I just, Ladybug.
Big shout out to Jerry.
Yeah, so I just spend as much time as I can with her, man, and just, I just stay at home, bro. Just chill.
There you go. Well, hey, look, again, thank you for being on the show, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
Anytime,
it.
Bro. You already know what it is.
It means a lot to me that you come in because I know how busy you are. But I'm going to wrap this show up the same way I do every week. Every day you blessed to see, it's just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you got to get your happy on. Go! We'll see y'all next Sunday.